He's a figure synonymous with chaos, controversy, and unpredictable brilliance. Kanye West. Just when the world thought it had a handle on his public narrative, he threw another curveball, a private ceremony that ignited a firestorm of speculation. His recent marriage. For weeks, the questions have swirled. Why now? Who is she, really? And what is the shocking truth behind Kanye's recent marriage that the public is still struggling to grasp? Is it a strategic reset, a genuine connection? Or something far more complex and calculated? Prepare to peel back the layers, because the story you think you know is only just beginning. Kanye West's life has been an open book, albeit one filled with wildly unpredictable chapters. From groundbreaking music to disruptive fashion, from controversial political statements to very public personal struggles, he constantly keeps the world guessing. So, when news broke of his unexpected marriage to Bianca Censori, it wasn't just surprising, it was jarring. In a world accustomed to every detail of his life being front-page news, this quiet, unannounced union felt like a deliberate enigma. Today, we're cutting through the noise, sifting through the speculation, and examining the patterns to uncover the shocking truth that might explain this sudden, pivotal shift in his life. What were the hidden motivations, the unseen forces, that led to this bold, and largely private, commitment? The news of Kanye's marriage landed like a bomb in the cultural landscape, sparking widespread confusion and a torrent of online speculation. For a man whose previous relationships played out in the glaring light of reality television and endless paparazzi flashes, the utter secrecy of this new union was baffling. Fans and critics alike scrambled for details, theories, and explanations. Was it legally binding? Was it spiritual? Why the suddenness, especially after such a high-profile public divorce? This collective bewilderment was the first layer of the shocking truth, the very act of privacy from a typically overexposed figure. The sheer lack of fanfare created a vacuum, quickly filled by conjecture and a desperate search for answers. To understand the marriage's impact, we must first recall the tumultuous period preceding it. Kanye had been in the throes of escalating controversies, anti-Semitic remarks, public rants, fractured business deals, and highly publicized personal struggles. His public image was in disarray, his ventures under intense scrutiny. His once unshakable cultural influence seemed to be slipping, challenged by the very statements he made. In this maelstrom of negativity, the announcement of a new marriage felt profoundly out of sync with his chaotic public narrative. Was this union a desperate grab for stability amidst the storm? Or was it a deliberate, calculated pivot designed to shift the focus away from his recent controversies and towards a new, more domesticated chapter? Then there's Bianca Censori. Before the marriage, she was known primarily for her architectural and design work within Kanye's Yeezy brand. Her public persona was relatively quiet, professional, and largely defined by her creative contributions to his fashion empire. She wasn't a public figure in the same vein as his previous partners. This contrast immediately raised questions. Was her relative anonymity a deliberate choice by Kanye to cultivate a different kind of relationship, free from the intense glare of the celebrity machine? Or did her role within his company hint at deeper, perhaps strategic, ties that extend beyond just personal connection? Her emergence from behind the scenes into the center of Kanye's world is a key element of the mystery. The rapid timeline of their union was another striking element contributing to its shocking truth. Reports suggested a private, non-legally binding ceremony occurred very quickly after his divorce was finalized. This speed, coupled with the extreme secrecy surrounding the event, ignited immediate speculation. Why bypass the traditional routes? Was it an impulsive decision born out of personal turmoil, or a carefully orchestrated move to bypass public scrutiny and legal complexities? The lack of official documentation only deepened the mystery, leading many to question the nature and intent of the commitment. This immediate, private step spoke volumes about a desire to control the narrative, or perhaps, simply to escape the noise. One compelling truth behind the marriage could be Kanye's desperate search for personal stability amidst his very public struggles. For years, he has grappled with mental health challenges, public meltdowns, and the immense pressure of global fame. It's plausible that in Bianca, he found a sense of calm, an emotional anchor away from the relentless scrutiny. Perhaps she offered a refuge, a private sanctuary where he could find peace and rebuild his life away from the chaos he often invites. This narrative suggests a deeply human desire for connection and normalcy, a longing for a steady presence in a world that constantly shifts beneath his feet. Could this marriage simply be a quiet act of self-preservation? Alternatively, a more cynical, yet equally plausible, shocking truth lies in the realm of business strategy. Kanye is a master of disruption, and his personal life often intertwines with his professional ventures. Could this marriage have strategic benefits for his brands, particularly Yeezy and Donda? By creating a new, compelling narrative around his personal life, he might be attempting to divert attention from recent controversies, recenter his brand, or even spark new creative energy. A fresh, unexpected personal chapter could provide a much-needed reset for his public image and potentially open new avenues for his fashion and architectural endeavors. In Kanye's world, everything is often part of a grander design. Kanye has a well-documented history of finding muses who heavily influence his creative output and public image. His past relationships often coincided with distinct artistic phases. With Bianca, an architect and designer by trade, the amused narrative takes on a new dimension. Is she providing a fresh wellspring of inspiration, particularly for his architectural and design ambitions, which have often been overshadowed by his music? The secret here could be her specific creative influence, guiding him into a new artistic direction away from past controversies. This relationship might represent not just a personal bond, but a creative partnership designed to fuel his next era of innovation. For a figure who has consistently battled for control over his own narrative, this quiet marriage could be a highly strategic move. After months of negative headlines and public backlash, a surprise, intimate union provided an immediate, overwhelming narrative shift. It took control of the conversation, redirecting public and media attention away from his past controversies and towards a new, seemingly more grounded chapter. By not engaging in the usual celebrity spectacle, Kanye subtly reasserted his power over the story, forcing the world to react to his terms rather than dictating them. This re-engagement with privacy is a powerful, perhaps unexpected, act of defiance in his ongoing quest for narrative control. Regardless of the underlying motivations, Kanye's recent marriage has undoubtedly impacted his public image and long-term legacy. For some, it signals a desire for stability, a return to personal values. For others, it's another unpredictable chapter in a constantly evolving saga, adding more questions than answers. The mystery surrounding the union ensures it remains a talking point, cementing its place in his complex biography. It highlights his continuous ability to surprise, to reinvent, and to remain at the center of cultural conversations, for better or worse. This marriage, and its surrounding secrecy, will undeniably be a key element in how his story is remembered. No high-profile figure operates in a vacuum, especially one with Kanye's expansive network. The shocking truth might also involve the role of his inner circle, his closest advisors, and perhaps even his legal team. How much knowledge did they have? Were they instrumental in facilitating this private union? Did they view it as a necessary step for his personal well-being, or as a strategic move to stabilize his brand? The quiet execution of such a significant event suggests a tight-knit circle working to manage his affairs and guide his decisions, away from the public eye. Understanding these hidden influences is crucial to grasping the full context of the marriage. The implications of Kanye's recent marriage extend far into his future endeavors. Will this newfound stability, if that is what it is, manifest in his music? Will it influence his design work? What does it mean for his public behavior moving forward? Will Bianca take on a more prominent role in his public life and ventures? And perhaps most importantly, will the shocking truth ever fully reveal itself, or will it remain a carefully guarded secret, adding another layer to the enigma that is Kanye West? The questions linger, promising more chapters in the ongoing saga of one of music's most compelling and controversial figures. So, what is the shocking truth behind Kanye's recent marriage? It's likely not one single, explosive revelation, but a confluence of factors, each deeply personal and strategically calculated. It's a compelling blend of a human being searching for peace and stability amidst turmoil, intertwined with the calculated moves of a mogul attempting to reshape his narrative and revitalize his creative spirit. Perhaps the most shocking truth is that in an age of constant oversharing, Kanye managed to pull off a deeply personal, private act, forcing the world to speculate rather than consume. It's a testament to his unique power to confound expectations, proving that sometimes the greatest secrets are hidden in plain sight, or in this case, in deliberate silence. The full truth may only ever truly be known to them. Kanye West's unexpected marriage is more than just celebrity gossip. It's a fascinating study in human behavior, strategic maneuvering, and the complex interplay between public persona and private life. It reminds us that even the most exposed figures still hold cards close to their chest, and that the narrative we see is often just a carefully constructed facade. What are your theories about the real reasons behind Kanye's recent marriage? Do you believe it's a genuine fresh start or a strategic chess move? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive into the hidden layers insightful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more exclusive analyses of celebrity lives and industry secrets, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next expose. Thanks for watching.